Welcome to Live, Breathe Yoga, a show dedicated to inspiring your practice and elevating your mind, body, and soul. Today on Kaye Study, we learn about your doshas in Ayurveda. Coming up later in the show, get your mats ready for Strike a Pose, where I will go through asana you can add to your personal practice. Don't forget to stay tuned for Yoga Bites, where we share our recipe of the day. We have a great show in store for you today, so stay with us for more Live, Breathe Yoga. Pranayama is a beautiful part of your yoga practice. It keeps you present and helps to expand your lungs, giving you more space to move deeper into your postures. The practice of Bhastrika increases the flow of air into the body to produce inner heat at both the physical and subtle levels, stoking the inner fire of the body and mind. In a comfortable seated position, close your eyes and use your right hand to perform the initial technique of the practice. Cover your right nostril with your thumb. Breathe in and out forcefully through your left nostril without straining 10 times. When breathing, expand and contract your abdomen rhythmically with your breath. The chest and shoulders should not lift or expand. The body should remain still. After 10 respirations, keep the right side covered as you breathe deeply through the left nostril, filling the lungs as much as you can. Close both nostrils, retain for a couple of seconds, then exhale through the left nostril. Repeat on this side and follow the same closing steps after 10 respirations on this side. Now through both nostrils, follow the same technique. Deep breaths in and out of both nostrils at the same time with force. Do not move your shoulders or chest. All movement is in the abdomen. Find 10 respirations, then inhale slowly and deeply. Close both nostrils and retain the breath for a couple of seconds. Release your hand and exhale through both nostrils evenly. This completes one full round of Bhastrika. This type of pranayama burns up toxin and removes diseases of the doshas. The rapid rhythmic movement of the diaphragm also massages and stimulates the visceral organs, toning the digestive system. It balances and strengthens the nervous system, inducing peace and tranquility in preparation for meditation. Hi everyone. Ayurveda is Sanskrit for knowledge of life. It is a system of healing that examines your physical constitution, your emotional nature, and your spiritual outlook in the context of the universe. According to the philosophy, the universal life force manifests as 3 different doshas known as Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Everyone has a unique combination of these 3 energies, and as you move through life, the energy between the doshas fluctuate. When they move in and out of balance, these doshas can affect your health, your energy level, and your mood. Here's a brief rundown of what every dosha looks like. So we have Vata. Vatas tend to be thin and lanky. They are mentally and physically active, and they tend to love to travel. When imbalanced, Vatas are flaky, ungrounded, and anxious. Now moving on to Pittas. Pittas have a medium build and endurance. Their approach to work and play is the same level of intensity and competitiveness. Pittas have to manage their fiery tendencies so that they can be more productive and learn how to curb their destructive tendencies. Now with Kaphas have a strong frame and are athletic. Mind you, they have to continue exercising to curb their tendency to gain weight. They are innately stable, compassionate, loyal people. Now, when they are imbalanced, they can be unmotivated and stubborn and a little complacent. Now, you can actually discover which doshas are your more dominant by going online. They have a couple of tests that you can take online. And I actually invited my yoga demonstrators to take part in these tests, and I'm actually going to call them out to see what their results are. Heather and Kate. Hi guys. So you took the tests, and so tell me what your results were.
I got 19, 22, and 13. So okay. I don't know the order.
So 19 was under the Vata?
Vata, yeah, exactly.
22 is Pitta, and 23?
13.
13. So then you're Pitta. You're stronger in the Pitta element. This is, and now with Kate, what were yours like?
Mine was 25 Vata, 25 Pitta, and 11 Kapha.
Wow, so that's really cool. I actually met somebody in India. She was balanced completely across the three. So ultimately what you want to try to do with your diet and how you live your life is to balance out your doshas. So if you're more dominant in one of your doshas, you can easily balance it out and eat something, or take some time for yourself, whatever it is needed to create balance in your life. Now, I initially was Vata Pitta, and I thought that I was a very strong Vata before I went to India. And then after being in India for a few months and really connecting with myself, I found that I was also very strong on the Pitta side. So you will see, if you were to take this test in the future, maybe after certain things in life changes, you'll find that the numbers will fluctuate, and it's kind of cool like that. Have you ever tried any Ayurvedic techniques?
No, I haven't.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna get these girls to do some Ayurvedic techniques with me to balance out their doshas. Coming up, I'm gonna bring the girls back and we're gonna go through restorative postures in Strike a Pose. Stay with us. Welcome back. In today's Strike a Pose, we're going to slow things right down. I'm going to take you through a few restorative postures that you can melt into in your home practice. What you'll need is a strap, something to cover your eyes, a blanket, 2 blocks if you have yoga blocks, and either a bolster or a pillow. We're going to start by taking your 2 yoga blocks, one on the highest height, one on the medium height, and you're going to create a T shape with it at the top of your mat where you're going to place your head. From here, you're going to take your bolster and place that bolster on top of your blocks. And face your back towards the bolster. Now, before you actually lay back, I'm going to actually pass this to you because, Kate, it's a little bit far for you. Heather, if you want to reach for that gray or that green padding, slide this underneath your knees. And gently from here, melt back onto the bolster, letting your palms open up to the sky. Start to extend your legs slightly so you can get that beautiful, comfortable position for your first restorative posture. Gently close your eyes. While you're in a restorative posture, take time with your breath. Observe your body from head to toe. Just allow yourself to really be present within each posture. If you have ever taken a restorative yoga practice before, we know that it does take a little bit of time to move from posture to posture, usually staying in the posture anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes, really allowing yourself to connect with the benefits of each posture. Here you can see already that the girls have their shoulders opening up to the sky, being relaxed in the face, observing their breath. And gently, after you've connected with 2 to 5 minutes within this posture, you can come out of the posture, Drawing your elbows into the earth, pressing off of your hands, using your core strength to push off of the earth, removing the padding from underneath your knees, extra pillow if you have it at home, and then removing the blocks actually from underneath the bolster. And just placing the bolster lengthwise along your mat. From here, face your right hip towards your bolster, the end of your bolster. And then from here, you're gonna take your right foot on top of your left knee. So you're gonna come into a bit of like a mermaid style with your legs. Gently find length in your spine, inhale. On your exhale, slowly square your shoulders off towards your bolster. Again, finding length in your spine, inhale. On your exhale, melt your chest across your bolster and draw your gaze in the opposite direction of your knees. While you're in a restorative twist like this, it will really start to be more noticeable which side is tighter than the other. So even though you're connecting with the first side, take mental note of how each part of your body feels, from the top of your head to your neck, along your spine, down to your hips, even down to your legs and your feet, how each part of your body is connecting with the earth. As you're doing this, you're breathing slowly in and out through your nose, eyes are closed. Again, really just giving yourself some time to melt into the posture. And after spending, again, 2 to 5 minutes within the posture, you're gonna slowly root both hands into the earth, roll up one vertebrae at a time, coming back up into an upright position. We're gonna switch to the opposite side. So facing your left leg towards the bolster, left heel on top of your right knee. Find a length, inhale. On your exhale, square your shoulders off towards the bolster. Lengthen once again, inhale. Exhale, melt your torso. And drawing your gaze in the opposite direction of your knees. And you'll see right away whether or not you are tighter on one side, maybe even more free on one side. Drawing your shoulders away from your ears. And Kate, you can probably even take your elbows further away from the bolster to allow your shoulders to melt closer to the earth. Opening this up just a little bit more. Take your elbows a bit further away. Good. Beautiful. And Heather, you could probably do the same thing. Take your elbows further away. And just really allow yourself this time to melt. It's an interesting thing to also connect with, to observe your breath, not just to connect with your breath, but observe your breath while you're in restorative postures, noticing on your exhales that your body is just giving you a little bit more space to melt deeper into the posture. And gently from here, rooting your hands into the earth, rolling up, coming back up into an upright position. And then from here, facing the front of your mat and reaching for your strap. So taking your strap, the girls already have their straps bound. So on the widest setting, you're gonna take the strap around your body and taking the strap around just above your tailbone, nice and low. And then from here, you're gonna come into a cobbler's pose with the bottoms of your feet touching, letting your knees melt open. Draw your heels in as close as comfortable as you take the strap underneath your feet. From here, you're gonna tighten up your strap. And you'll notice here that the girls have the buckle of the strap to the side, so it's easy for them to tighten the strap. And again, you want the strap to be low enough. There we go. Awesome. Once you've gotten it to the tightest setting on the strap comfortably, you can take the bolster behind your lower back and draw it closer to you. I'll help you out, Heather. It kind of slid here. Awesome. Perfect. Now gently start to allow yourself to come back onto your back, melting into Supta Baddha Konasana. So this is a reclined cobbler's pose. This is amazing. This is an amazing restorative posture. Close your eyes. Your hips tend to hold a lot of stress, emotion, everything. So a posture like this, just letting yourself melt into it, can really open up a lot of things for you. So be sure after you connect with a really good restorative practice that you're drinking water, flushing out any toxins afterwards. After you've spent some time in the posture, maybe a minute, 2 minutes, you can play with tightening the strap when your body is giving you space to connect deeper. So as you're tightening the strap, you're drawing your heels a little bit closer to you. You're allowing yourself again to open your palms up to the sky. This is very similar to the first posture that we did with the heart open, chest open up to the sky, palms up. Only this time we're also allowing for hip opening. And again, after some time has passed, you can slowly start to draw your elbows in, pressing your palms into the earth. Use your core strength to push yourself back up into an upright position, releasing the strap from around your body. And then for this last couple of postures, I'm going to switch up the formation here. We're going to take the mats to the wall. So as you take the mats to the wall, we're going to prepare for Viparita Karani. Viparita Karani is legs up the wall. Take your hip closest to the wall, and then your elbow furthest from the wall down to the earth as you draw your legs up the wall, laying flat on your back. You want to shimmy your hips so that you're about 2 inches away from the wall with your bottom. You just face your palms up to the sky. Now, there are other ways to connect with Viparita Karani right now. I'm going to keep Heather with her hips to the earth, and I'm actually going to get Kate to lift her hips off of the ground so I can slide this bolster underneath so we can create more of a cascading effect of her blood flowing back into her system, into her heart, so that fresh blood can be pumped back out, oxygenated blood. This is an amazing posture that you can connect to for anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes, even right before bed. In this posture, you're relieving pressure in the joints in your feet, pressure from varicose veins. This is actually a posture that you can do right before bed, and it can encourage a better sleep. While you're in this posture, what you'll find after a few minutes is that your toes are going to start to feel a bit of tingling, a little bit of lightness. If you can move past that initial sense of discomfort, you're going to actually connect with a nice cooling sensation in your feet, that lightness, that coolness in your feet that you want to connect to. And once you have connected to your 15-20 minutes, you're going to take your knees in towards your chest. If you have a bolster underneath you, I'll help you out here. Sliding the bolster out from underneath you. Drawing your knees into your chest, rolling onto the right side of your body. And I'm gonna get the girls to come into their final posture, Shavasana, laying flat on your back. Hands at your sides, eyes closed. And it's a good idea sometimes, depending on the time of day that you're doing your restorative practice, to cover your eyes. It allows you to really decompress. And I will also do the same for Heather. Shavasana is an